Plaintiff Dawn McGaha says when she first met the defendant, she thought it was love at first sight. However, Dawn claims the defendant disappeared for a month, and after launching an online investigation, she discovered he was married. Dawn claims they eventually started dating and even got engaged after she paid for her own engagement ring that she's now forced to sue for. Defendant Justin Harrison insists Dawn knew he was married when they first got together and claims Dawn was so obsessed with him that she started sending text messages to his wife. Justin claims his wife eventually left him, and he did start dating Dawn, but he insists she agreed to pay for her own engagement ring.
Prove your case.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm here today suing a man that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. After he left me the first time, I still thought that. After he left me the second time, I still thought that.
What was he leaving for?
His current wife, who was supposed to be his soon-to-be ex-wife.
Okay.
In January,
And you all were engaged or something?
we ended up,
You were
becoming engaged for
all
about
right.
3 months.
All right. Is that true what she said?
Yeah. I was married. She knew that.
You seem pretty perky and happy.
It's the truth. I mean, I was married.
He still is married.
I try to tell folks, men look at marriage differently, particularly when they're
Obviously.
about to get married. And particularly men look at it. Y'all see some of you women got your face, what? Really? Really? They look at it, okay, she got me. I got to do this. Most men. Am I right or wrong?
My wife's not watching.
And the women look at it, oh, this is the biggest day of my life. And all her girlfriends tell her the same. And a man, all his buddies tell him, man, you a fool. Man, I feel sorry for you. Man, do you know you're not going to be able to hang out and do what we do together anymore? Yeah. Oh, man, what a drag. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Women don't understand that. But for some reason, that's how most men are. And that's terrible. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I met Justin in January of 2008. He was in my town for work. We met at a bar. We ended up spending the whole time together that he was there for work. The last night that he was there, we did have sex, and then we had plans for the next night, but he just disappeared. I didn't hear from him. I called the number that he gave me, but it was not the right number. But I still had hope. I thought that it was love at first sight.
And you thought, obviously, that he had enjoyed that encounter.
Right. The whole week
and
was
that
great.
he would call back.
Right.
But
I
instead,
expected
he
that.
never called back.
For a month, I didn't hear from him.
Did you leave a message?
It was not his phone. It was a girl's phone. That
was even more of a reason to say, hey, you didn't enjoy that last night? Uh-huh. Then the girl would have heard that.
Right.
He'd have been in deep water. But go ahead.
I didn't hear from him for a month, and I thought that we had a great connection, obviously. So I shouldn't have done it, but I did a little cyber stalking on the internet. I had a few of my girlfriends. We found out where he was living. We got his phone number, called and pretended to be a credit card company, and found out that he had a wife. That's why he had disappeared. That's why he gave me the wrong number. He had a wife. I thought, okay, it's over. Obviously.
And you had a wife already, and then she was your fiance. You
No, she wasn't my
intended to marry.
fiance.
Oh, you all were never engaged?
Not at that time.
We were engaged.
After me and my wife split up, then we got engaged.
Split up or divorced?
We're going through a divorce. We've been
Going through or already divorced?
No, we're going through it. I've been separated for 2 years.
Right. That's
Yeah.
still married. And you became engaged to another woman.
Mm-hmm.
And had she said, well, let's get married next week or two.
No, because she wanted to live with me, and I said, you can't live with me. I'm still married.
Is that right?
No.
Tell me about the engagement. When did that occur?
Okay. We were engaged. We went to go shopping for rings in February. We were comparing prices. And Justin said, I guess since he had done this before, that deals were Valentine's Day. Since he was going through a divorce and spending a lot of money, he also has a child, custody, divorce, he was spending a lot of money. And I was graduating from graduate school in May. So he decided to pay for a vacation for both of us to Hawaii. So since all of
He
those,
did?
he did, right.
Okay.
And since all of those expenses, he was spending so much money, he didn't have the money for the ring. So I said, okay, well, I'll loan you the money and you can pay me back. We picked out a ring, we bought it, I paid for it. He made a few payments. And then since we had broken up,
That's not true. I didn't make no payments on that ring.
he made a few payments. And since
That
we
was
broke
for the
up,
Hawaii
and I,
trip.
All right. Let me hear from him. Sir, what do you want to tell me?
Well, the payments she's talking about is from a Hawaii trip. We had plans for a vacation trip, and a week before we got ready to go, the travel agent, she's 2.5 hours away from me, called me and said, look, you owe another $400. And that was our spending money in Hawaii. So I said to her, this is what's going on. So she said, well, I live down here. I'll go to another travel agent, see if we can get a better price, and we'll just cancel that one since we have insurance on it. And you just pay me when you get reimbursed for it. And I said, that's fine. So she found a place that was cheaper. She paid for it. And because I paid
The Hawaii trip.
Yeah, she paid for the Hawaii trip. And so when I got reimbursed, I put it on 2 or 3 different cards. So they gave it back to those cards, and it was at different times. So the one card I'd canceled, so it's still up in the air trying to get that $300,
Did
$400
you
bucks.
pay her or reimburse her for the Hawaii trip?
Yes, I reimbursed her for the
All
Hawaii
right.
trip.
So you
All of it
eat.
but $400.
All right. So you owe her $400
And
for
that's-
the Hawaii trip.
And that's what she's talking about. The payments for the ring was those
Okay.
was for the Hawaii trip.
All right. What do you want to tell me about the ring?
She
she-
bought it.
All right. And
That was the agreement when we went there.
you agreed to pay for it?
No, I never agreed to pay for it.
All right. And who has the ring now?
I do.
All right. All right.
Can I tell you a little background about this?
Yes, sir.
Well, we did meet when I was in Lynchburg on trip for work. We got hooked up the last night before I got ready to leave. I did sleep with her. I gave the wrong number because at the time I felt bad. I mean, I did do wrong, so I gave the wrong number, going back to my regular life, hoping that she'd never call me back. She stalked me. I was living with my parents because we were getting ready to buy a house, me and my wife. She stalked me, found out my parents' number. I, know how she did that, but she found out my parents' number, called me
your
up,
parents' names.
asked like a credit card company if my wife wanted a card or whatnot. Well, me and my wife separated. We split up.
He was about to buy a
So I
house.
called her.
Let me finish.
So I called her up and I said, let's see where this goes. So we started talking about for a month. And I said, I got a daughter and I'm going through child custody. I said, I really need to work this out for my daughter. So I got back with my wife. She, being crazy, started sending text messages to my wife of me doing sexual favors to her, sending text messages that I'm smoking dope with her, just crazy stuff because she knew it would hurt me in the long run. I'd lose my daughter. So, that sealed the deal with me and my wife. We split up. We were done. So me being stupid, I guess I got back with her because she kept calling me and she was 2 hours away and we started dating and then stuff got more serious. She was talking about getting engaged because she's leaving college and don't know where she's going to go and wants to get married. And I said, look, I'll pay for the Hawaii trip. You pay for the engagement ring. So she paid for the engagement ring. That was the agreement. I paid for the Hawaii trip. And then after that, we broke up. She brought the ring over to my house.
Sir, do you remember telling me that on the Hawaii trip,
I paid her for the,
Yes.
how much?
$3,300.
Okay.
That's wrong.
And ma'am, was that in exchange for you paying for the ring?
No, sir. I had over $10,000 in my bank account. when
I
we
understand
purchased the
all
ring.
that. The only issue here is whether you agreed to pay for the
No.
ring in exchange for him paying for the trip.
I loved him. I would not pay, and I would not pay for my own engagement ring. No,
You did?
you had the intent that you were paying it back. I have proof that he
Absolutely
made
not.
2 payments, and I also have proof that the
You
Hawaii.
did make 2 payments?
No, I'm
I
telling you
have
that's for
proof
the
that you
Hawaii.
did.
Let's see some proof, ma'am.
That was for the Hawaii, what I owed her on the remaining of it.
No, I also have proof that the Hawaii trip was $3,100. You can see there that it's labeled. It says Hawaii and it says ring.
And paid. Now, what is it I'm supposed to see he paid that he's denying?
He made 2 payments for the ring, $100 and $37.
$37.72. I
Yes.
see it right here.
It was for Hawaii.
I have over here. It says how much
it's her
the charge
credit
for
card.
Hawaii is. It was
Let's see.
$3,100.
So then she got mad and stole $300 out of my account and I had to go to the bank and do a fraudulent claim against her for it.
You have that?
No, I don't have that.
Right. Blue Sky Tours.
Ask her, she'll tell you. She took $300.
3,114. Now, what is this supposed to be?
That's how much Hawaii was, $3,100.
And so that you're proving that this was all paid up when he paid the additional amount to you of $37.
Right, and
Meaning
$100.
that 37 was an admission that he owed you for the ring.
And yep,
That's
and he
what
also
you're
made
getting
another
to.
$100 payment.
All right. Sure did. I have the evidence.
Because she's taking it out of my account, Your Honor.
Sir, you said you had paid her everything you owed for Hawaii.
I did.
And you did, right.
I
And
paid
that's why this
$3,000.
$37 was toward the ring. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I don't want to talk to him or see him anymore, ever.
I'm glad it's done. I'm glad she can stalk somebody else.